Today I'm going to talk about gear, the most important part of motorcycling. Before you get anywhere near jumping on your bike, you need to have decent gear that will protect you in the event of an accident. First up, your head is your most important body part, or your brain specifically. Without it, all the rest is pretty much irrelevant. Spend a decent amount of money on a helmet. Get a tinted visor, or make sure when you're buying, if you're wanting to wear sunglasses, think about where the pressure is going to be on those sunglasses. The reason I don't like sunglasses is because they're another thing that can be fiddling around in your vision. I much prefer to have a tinted visor. Get some earplugs. A lot of motorcyclists get aftermarket pipes and ride on freeways at very high speeds, and they're slowly going deaf, whether they want to admit it or not. If you don't want to be one of those old guys that has to go, what? Get some very early on. Wear them anytime you're going to go any sort of high speeds. Down onto jackets. Motorcycle jackets are different from casual leather jackets because they have armor in them. Okay, they have armor sewn into them, or able to be pulled out, but they also have spine protection. I've taken mine out, but that's not because I want to be a quadriplegic. That's because I have one of these. It's my turtle costume. It's a dedicated spine protector. You can get textile jackets that have mesh outer. They're great because you can still have protection and you can have hot weather not phase you quite as much. Look for things like zips and venting that allow a bit of airflow into leather jackets, because you will get hot. You're always battling temperature problems on a motorcycle. You'll be either too hot, too cold. Good gear tries to cut down the amount of time that you spend in the too hot or too cold category. Gloves. Gloves are one area that you will spend a bit of money every couple of years replacing, just because they get worn out. They do get pretty tatty. I mean, these ones are starting to get a little bit tatty around the fingers. That's from using my blinkers. So factor in a couple of year turnaround for gloves, 2 or 3 years. Helmet, you can get 5 to 7 years, I think is the recommendation. So these are summer gloves. Summer gloves, nice and light, leather, not waterproof. Got good knuckle protection there. They've got a nice solid strap to do up. That's easy to do up. So think about straps that are going to pull through their little loops and be a pain in the neck. These are not. These are great and easy. Winter gloves, so-called winter gloves because they are warm and waterproof. They still have protection. These are nice solid Velcro things. Look for extra stitching. So this one not only has the outer stitching, it has some inner stitching. Because if you just have one layer of stitching, I've had cheaper gloves that have, or not as well made gloves that have pulled through and start to fall off. You can supplement them with some inner liner ones. Those are just mountain biking inner gloves. So get something nice and thin, and you can wear them at much colder temperatures. Textile pants, or you can even get cargo pants like these that have Kevlar sewn into them, so you get protection there, and you can also put armor in these. So these have little pouches. If I can dig it out, they have little pouches for putting the hip armor, and the knee armor attaches there. These are good for when you're going down to meet up with someone for dinner or whatever. Those are more like a Power Ranger outfit. Least practical in public, but best protection. Most practical in public, but not as good protection, but much better than jeans. So don't just wear jeans, and definitely don't wear shorts. Boots, look for things like big chunky, easy to attach and adjust zips and things like that. Do you need waterproof ones? If so, get something that has a cover behind the zip. The reason you don't want to use shoes is that they don't have this protection of your ankle. Okay, and they also have armor on the heel and various other spots, toes, where you're likely to need it. Okay, the other reason you don't wear shoes is because these little laces will hook into your gear and brake things in your bike, and then you go to put your foot down and they're stuck. Get some thermal underwear. Very, very unsexy, but very nice in cold weather. Get a neck tube, get a bum bag so you can put all your maps and stuff, and also you put your visor in the back. Don't get a bum bag or fanny pack that doesn't have one of those. This thing I've discovered recently is an outer fleece with a waterproof covering. It's great for wearing on top of that so that I can wear it in the wet. There you go, there's gear, and as quick as I could do it. Check my website for more detailed information, and I'll give you some suggestions and some ideas on costs and things like that.